Hey everyone, so it's been a while since we've done an update, and I know the last time we left off we talked about Kaylie had surgery this last spring and they did a full reconstructive on her left side. And last Monday they were going to do a full reconstructive of her right side because they did it for her left, and they were going to kind of check and see if maybe there could be a stent fit in because it is so narrow for her. And after about 5.5 hours of surgery, they were able to get a infant stent in on her, and she just turned 3. There's a few complications going on. Let's get on some topics, okay? So Alaska. It was not a physician's fault. Our physician, love her, amazing. It was the fact that Alaska doesn't keep a lot of things on hand, and it was really intense because they had the stent. They wanted to get the stent in. They tried 4 other stents and none of them fit her, and they went in and poof, there was no wire for the tiny little child or the infant stent. So then they had to call to regional, they had to call to like a whole bunch of other physicians' offices that had the equipment, and then they had to have somebody rush in and bring the tiny stent for Kaylie, which her surgery, once they figured out that they could get a stent in after the first 3 didn't fit in, and then they found one that would fit, it should have took 10 minutes from that process. No, it was like 2.5 hours of them searching for a stent. And our doctor, Dr. Merriman, she is amazing. She really stuck to it because we've kind of had the conversation about, not wanting to have to do the full pileoplasty on both sides. And now in 4 weeks, 5 more weeks because it's 6 weeks in, we'll go back into the OR. They're going to remove the stent and they're going to see if it opened it up to help the drainage. And if that all goes through really good, then we can be done for a while. If it doesn't, they're going to do a whole, full pileoplasty right there and then we're done. I mean, it's kind of one of those things. So we've been just trying to keep a super positive mindset about it. Other things, going on. She's doing really good with her recovery. Her pain is really good and under control now. The first week was pretty hard. I mean, I'm not even going to lie. It was ups and downs. And one day she'd be doing really great. And then the next day and she didn't want to take her medicine. And she has to right now she's taking like 5 different medicines. It's hard to keep track. Our fridge literally has dry erase marker going all the way down because we have to keep track of it every single time. And that has been, any moms out there that are going to go through this, a godsend. Like, it's amazing because then you can just look at it and it doesn't, me and my husband, we can communicate through that board that's on our fridge. And our fridge is stainless steel, so you can write on it with dry erase marker and it's going to wipe right off. And so then that way he can be like, oh, Crystal gave her ibuprofen at 9 a.m., so I can't give her some until after 3 p.m. And then there will be the missing check mark. And so all he has to do is give it to her and then check. So yeah, so that was great. Sorry about this lighting. The sun comes over my house this way and then comes behind. So it's really hard to find good lighting here. Hold on, let's see. Ooh, my white curtains are saving us right now because it's still letting light through. It's not too shoot. So, other big news. We have a lot of big news going on. So, if you follow me on Instagram or on Facebook, you probably already know what the big secret is. But if you haven't, my blog and YouTube have not been updated. And I know I put out a few videos out there about, my anxieties about wanting another baby and, dealing with everything that's happened with Kaylie, all that. It's a random anomaly. I know it's not likely, but it still can happen, but it can happen to anyone. So the news is, do you get it? You got it. We're pregnant with baby number 3. And it's not that we're just pregnant. We're really pregnant. I'm 17 weeks along right now, and it's now way too obvious. People can really tell that I'm pregnant. Um, but it's just been a crazy, hectic month. And I wanted to update you guys around 12 weeks, but I just couldn't find the time. And it was right around my birthday. That was the same day that Dr. Merriman had told us that they wanted to do another surgery. And then, just one thing after another. So kind of just a pregnancy update too, because you guys had no idea, but I'm 17 weeks pregnant. As of right now, we're kind of leaning towards not wanting to know the gender at all. Just as long as baby is happy and healthy, it really doesn't matter to us. But at the same time, we kind of do want to know. I don't know. It's kind of like this been torn thing. And this lighting, I may have saved us there. Okay. I have white curtains that are right there, so I can kind of sheer out some of the sun. Sun should be pretty much over the house here in the next hour. But, so yeah. So pregnancy, we're 17 weeks. The first month was probably really beyond hard. I've kept a pregnancy update with Lila and Kaylie both. Lila was not on YouTube, but Kaylie was. Lila, I kept it fully documented the whole time because it's really special to look back at. Every kid is different. This baby is definitely different. I couldn't eat anything for the first month. They had to actually put me on medication again, which they did with Lila. My morning sickness was through the roof, but I wasn't puking. I've never had, like with Lila, I could eat and puke and eat again and puke again. And I lost weight during the first trimester. Kaylie, I had 0 symptoms. I was never really anything. And then this lighting is driving me crazy. We're gonna see. We're gonna see how this goes because it's driving me nuts. So with Kaylie, I had like no symptoms. She was the easiest pregnancy in the world. Just besides the emotional roller coaster, she was the easiest pregnancy. This baby hates all food. It hates all food. Everything. Like it won't even. And I'm well into the second trimester, and it still hates food. My husband's like, I've never seen you eat so little ever. We were talking about food aversions. Don't worry, not coffee, juice. This kid doesn't like anything. This is the first time I've actually drank orange juice in probably 2 months. Is in the last 2 weeks. So that's been good. It's been really good. This baby has all food aversion. So I never was like nauseous where I was gonna puke or anything. I just couldn't eat anything. Then we had kind of like a little bit of a worrisome, like, I pretty much like asked online. I was like, hey, does anyone just love to eat ice? And everyone was like, baby, baby, red flag. You have an iron deficiency. Eating ice is not normal. Well, I guess apparently eating ice is definitely not normal during your pregnancy. It is a huge sign of an iron deficiency. My doctor even said it. I went and talked to him. He went and drew a whole bunch of blood because I had been so tired and exhausted. And turns out I don't have an iron deficiency. This kid just likes ice. And so that has in itself been one of those things where I'm like, great, the kid only likes ice and cereal. What am I going to eat? And fresh stuff. The kid does like fresh stuff. He doesn't like any of the fresh stuff that I normally like. It's just been a different pregnancy. Normally, like, if you remember my vlogs from when I was pregnant with Kaylie, like right now my face would have been so swollen just because all my pregnancies I've swelled like crazy. This one, not so much. This one, like, my hair's normally dry. This one, my hair's fine. Poofy, because the humidity here is kind of crazy right now. You like my roller skate shirt? It's like the last wear I get out of this before it's too small. But yeah, I can't fit into pants. I have a huge belly. I'll show you guys in a minute. But Yeah, so this pregnancy has definitely been a different one. My hair is not really done today or anything. I look like a train wreck because we had a huge earthquake. Not huge, it was small. But of course, it happens at like 4:28 this morning. I wake up at like 4 a.m. because I'm uncomfortable. I go downstairs to get water. Derek and Lila are sleeping on the couch because she has crazy allergies right now, so she can only like really sleep sitting up. And Kaylee's sleeping in the bed with me because I keep track of her pain medicine. And yeah, so we definitely, I got my water, went upstairs, went right upstairs to bed. And as I was laying there, I was like, oh, so calm. And all of a sudden my bed's like, and I was like, ah! So I like sat up, had to like run downstairs because our room was fine. There's nothing above us. There's a light at the end of the bed, but it's not close enough that I'm worried about hitting Kaylee while she sleeps or anything. But Derek and Lila were sleeping down here, which behind me you can see the chandelier that's right there. And then there's like another chandelier right there. And then there's another fan hanging right there. So, and they're sleeping right here. So I was like, ah, Derek, there's an earthquake. Please scoot over 5 feet. So mine, and it's like, oh, it was a 4.0. And it was like a Girdwood, which is like, we live in South Anchorage. So it's like the next little couple exits over from us, like 20 miles or something. But it was only like 10 miles deep. So, it shook pretty hard. And I guess people felt it all the way down in Palmer and Wausillas and Eagle River. So, I mean, it was a pretty good shake. It was more of a jolt, but yeah. Alaska and its earthquakes. It's been a fun adventure. It's not pretty. But we're due February 1st, I believe. That's when they're going to induce me. Because I've dealt with Kaylee and the complications, and I'm technically a high risk, but I'm not really a high risk in pregnancy. I just have rapid labor. So with Kaylee, I had her in like 2 hours. So this baby, they're like, oh yeah, it's Alaska, snow and stuff. So we don't want to really like gamble. So for sure, I would be induced February 1st. But I'm thinking just because I'm measuring like 2 weeks further, like last time I was there, I was for my 16-week appointment last week. And I was measuring 18 or 19 weeks along, just with the pointy of my belly. I haven't gained any weight. I've gained, just when I went off my medicines, which caused weight gain, I gained a total of 10 pounds, and then I lost 4. So I've gained 6 pounds, I think. Something like that. Maybe less. We'll see, but we're keeping good track of all of it, and I like to eat grapes and salad and water and cereal like a teenage boy. Like, it's ridiculous. So I've had to like, that craving is slowly steered away, so not as obsessive over like Cocoa Puffs or anything like that. But yeah. So I just thought I would update you guys and let you guys know what's going on, and, you know, big announcements. We're having number 3, and our house will never be quiet. Just kidding. No, I'm not. It's never quiet as it is. This is the quietest as it gets, and there's cartoons singing in the back. But yeah, so it's been a crazy adventure, crazy roller coaster ride, but we're going full force and looking positive. And I have to schedule today for my anatomy scan, and that I may share with everybody. I may not. I don't know. Just as long as it's healthy, that's all that really matters. Oh, my nose is killing me today. Allergies. But yeah, so they want us to know if we want to find out the gender or not. I'm thinking, because I want it to be a surprise, I'm thinking have them put it on a piece of paper, seal it in an envelope. Me and Derek can't open it unless we choose to do it together. And then just letting it go until the end. It really doesn't matter to us because we don't get to choose the gender. Oh, told you tired, 4 a.m. But yeah, so they're just going to do all of that. So hopefully we'll have some pictures, because we've actually haven't seen the baby since we were, I think, 6 or 7 weeks along. because I was just all I ate was pickles, and we knew I was pregnant, but we could not figure it out from estimated due date, all of that, and I was like, ugh, let's double check. And sure enough, we were a little bit further along than what they thought. They were like, oh, you're only like 4 weeks. And I was like, no. And it turns out I was like 7, 8 weeks. And they were like, oh, okay, you are really pregnant. But yeah, that was all in June around Kaylie and Derek's birthdays when we figured it out. This is going to be our first winter pregnancy. So hopefully the baby comes in January. It might not. It might be February 1st. But either way, fine with me. But anyways, it was good talking to you. I almost yawned. And keeping you guys updated. And Kaylie's just resting in the other room. That's why they're watching cartoons. And I'm about to get ready to clean the house because the house is filthy right now. And yeah, so I mean, big news. We're 17 weeks pregnant, and I thought I'd let you guys all know since you guys really do love the pregnancy update videos. So starting tomorrow I think is 17 weeks. I may be 17 weeks tomorrow. Wednesday? Yeah, 17 weeks tomorrow. So tomorrow I will actually do like a full-on 17-week video that won't be like, but yeah, so I will show you the belly. Don't judge. It's big. But, well, hard to see, but yeah, it's there. This is my last wear of this shirt, I think, because my belly's showing underneath. But yeah, so, alright guys, thanks for stopping by, and make sure to subscribe and like my videos so that I know that I'm doing something right. Alright, bye.